Hi, welcome to Tackle Tarts. Got this fish again, what James had about 3 months ago, something like that. It's 11 and a half. It's a bit spawned out. It only spawned about a week or so ago, maybe. He's a proper old warrior as well. Cracking fish. He's got a couple of scars on him from his spawning, I think. Should say rather. Notably, scales come off on near a tail. But cracking fish. I'll get a couple of pictures and then pop it back. Right, well I've put that £11 back. First fish of the session. I've probably been here for I've probably been fishing for about 3 hours. It's been really hard going. It's been lashing it down with rain up until about an hour before I caught that fish. And I have seen a couple show, and one of them was right over that rod. And just before it went off, I had a liner. I am fishing the lines quite tight today. Ooh. I bleep on my zig then. Yeah, I am fishing the lines quite tight because the tow on the water with this wind is quite bad, and it's pulling the bobbins up every time I try and slacken the line off. So I'm having to fish like that, and I did definitely get a liner before I got that fish, probably about 5 minutes before. And I'll show you the rig what I had it on. It's just a lead clip with a 2-ounce flat pear lead on there, and some tubing. It's rigmarole tubing. It's got a lead wire wrapped round inside it, makes it sink, but it's still quite supple. And on top I've got the usual flying back lead there. And then I've got a quick link in the end, down to just a little thing, perfection loop knot. And then I've got end trap as my hook link. It's in weed green, this one. It doesn't really matter, the colour of the water is not particularly great, so but I've got a KD on the end. You can see that. You can see it coming off the middle, well, near the eye. And as you will see, that isn't a xtr-a boilie on the end there. That's one of Slave 8's Tiger Nut Mix boilies. On the top, I've actually got a bottom bait cut down, and then on the bottom there, as you can see, is the pop-up, and that's actually the wrong way around. I mean, normally the pop-up's on here where the boilie stop is, so it sits up much like that, right? But now it's sitting up like that, and I know Tom Dove's used this a lot, and putting the buoyant side on the KD, and it makes the hooks sit a bit weird, but that fish was proper nailed. And I think that was down to the rig change, because I lost one before on a just a normal rig with a rig ring on the bend of the hook, and I lost it, so I changed the rig. The hook wasn't quite as sharp as I wanted it, so I changed it for a new one, and this is what I changed it to, and that ramped off with the nice 11.5 mirror on it. I have had before, but I think that's the case on most of these big ones in here. There's only the proper big ones I haven't had many of. But right, and then to put this out, all I do is I've got a little bag of the tiger nut crushed up, and it's quite loose. Just makes it so that when I put it on the hook, well, I slide it down the hook link, so that, because on a KD the hair has a real tendency to tangle, so I always either fish it with a stick, or you can tie PVA tape around the hair if you want. Yeah, slid that down the hook link there, and then I'll slide it down to the hook, and I just pull the hook into the end of the bag there, and that bait cannot tangle around the hook point. And what I do is with this bag, as I say, I do it, but I compress it to start off with, so I don't use too much PVA. And when I get it out of the thing, out of the tube, I smush it around a bit to loosen it up, and that makes air, there's air pockets in there now, and that makes it sink a lot slower, so it doesn't go into the sill and rest nicely on the top. There's also half a pop-up in there that I've crushed up that makes the bag very light, so it does sink slower, and that hook bait literally just sinks. I've measured them out and on the bottom there what size I need them to be, and it seems to be like just a tiny bit less bottom bait to a tiny bit more pop-up, and you get a perfect slow sinker then, and that's what nailed that fish. So I'll get it back out, see if I can get some more, and hopefully that won't be too long. Right, here's the tiger knot boilies. Very similar to the cell in appearance. Just like that, yeah. And they're all the same, to be honest. Get a bit of a crush up. You can see there's all sorts of different particles in there. All high quality ingredients. And that the mirror didn't seem to mind them. So I'll get a few more out in the swim. And let's see who's won that competition. Right, as you know, last week I started a competition with a throwing stick full of boilies, and I said how many are in the how many boilies are in the throwing stick. So the winner will appear down at the bottom of the screen. Could you please send me a message with your full your details of where to post it, your name, your address, etc., and which of the 3 sizes you'd like. That's a medium, an extra large, and a double XL. So just send me that message, and we'll get it sent out to you. There should be another competition coming up soon, but until then, that's it for competitions. I think next time we should be offering some bait, so you get to have a chance to win some of Slay Baits' boilies. So look forward to that. Another one. It's one of the biggest stockies. About £7. Absolutely solid as a rock. Proper stunning fish, I tell you. All the stockies are this big and fought that hard. Wouldn't mind catching them so much. What a cracking looking fish is this? Let's try and get him up. Yeah. Look at that. Stunning fish. Proper mint nick as well. It's a cracking fish. This was again on the right hand rod with the tiger nut snowman on it. With the upside down snowman, by the way. Yeah. Upside down snowman on the KD. What a cracking looking fish. Popping back. Here we are, one of the little stockies, about £4. Had him on the left hand rod this time, just on a standard tiger nut bottom bait, and he jumped out the water when I hit the rod, which is quite bizarre, but we'll get it back, see if we can get some more. There we are, my 4th fish of the session. Probably just touching £11, something like that. Ooh. He's a proper lively one. I hooked him against the lilies opposite me, and locked up, so he didn't really fight until he got into the edge. He's proper lively, but one of the original mirrors. Very difficult to hold up when they're like this. Yeah. young fish. As I say, around 11 pound with the rudder tail on him. We'll pop him back and see if the Tiger Nut produces some more fish. Right, well, I'm just going to show you the rig what I caught that nice 11 pound mirror on. Start off, got a lead clip and some tubing with lead wire inside. I'm using a lead clip because I'm fishing tight to some lily pads, and just in case a fish gets in there, it shouldn't do, I am fishing locked up, but just in case, then the lead can just pull off. That goes down to a big eye swivel, quick link covered up with some silicone. Then I've got the traditional combi rig. It's about 8 inches of ESP Ghost in 18 pounds. You need it strong, you're fishing up against snags. There's just a perfection loop knot in the end there. You can get it straight on there with a stick or whatever. And then, as I say, that's about 8 inches, and then I've got an all bright knot covered up with a bit of putty and 1/2 inch of braid. To get it that short, you have to tie the all bright knot first. By that I mean you do the loop in the end of the line, pass your braid through, wrap around 7 times, back through the same way you came, and do that first before you tie anything on, and then you tie the hook on with the whipping knot, and that means that you can get that braid section really short. Because I hate it because if you tie an all bright knot afterwards, you'll end up with about 1 inch, and I really hate that. I don't like that longer section. Then at the hook, got a tiny bit of shrink tube over the eye, just to kick it over, and then a rig ring, and just a standard bottom bait. Just a 16mm Tiger Nut mixed boilie off the Slayer range, and then that's just been going out with a little bag of crushed boilies, and then I've just been catapulting single boilies around it as accurately as I can, clipping up next to the lilies, and so it lands bang on every time. And I've had that fish that you saw, and I've had 3 others as well. They were really small ones, probably between 1 and 4 pounds. So I didn't bother filming them. I just put them straight back. But it's been fishing good. I've lost a couple as well actually. One of them got me in a snag that I didn't even know was there. I had it near a tree, locked up, and it dropped back and went straight into a snag that was behind where I was fishing. So can't really be helped, and I lost that fish. But see if I can get some more, and if I do, then I'll show you. Right, we've come to the end of Tackle Tarts this week. Congratulations to the competition winner. Hopefully everyone will be entering next time. And I hope to all see you in the next episode. I don't know where I'm going to be, but I think it could be on the road, George. We'll just have to see what happens. So goodbye from me, and James says goodbye from Holland or somewhere, I don't know. So see you next time on Tackle Tarts.